The year is 2025. Our world, once familiar, is now a realm of awe and terror. The moon, once a distant celestial neighbor, now dominates our sky. Its serene beauty conceals a powerful force that has reshaped our planet in unimaginable ways. The transformation began subtly. Tides surged higher, tugging at the edges of continents. Coastal cities, once vibrant and alive, vanished beneath the relentless waves. The ocean, once a cradle of life and wonder, turned into a relentless force of destruction. The moon's gravitational pull intensified. Its gravitational grip, once a gentle influence, now dictates the very rhythm of our planet. Our world, once a sanctuary of stability, is now locked in a celestial dance with a force far greater than ourselves. This is the saga of our planet's transformation, a tale of chaos and adaptation, of loss and resilience. It is a story about the delicate balance of our universe and the profound impact even the smallest changes can have on our lives. The most immediate and dramatic consequence of the moon's approach was the cataclysmic transformation of our oceans. Tides, once predictable and relatively benign, became forces of unimaginable and terrifying power. Coastal regions, home to a significant portion of humanity, were the first to feel the devastating impact. The moon's gravitational pull, now immensely amplified by its proximity, tugged relentlessly at the ocean's surface. Water levels surged to unprecedented heights, inundating coastal cities and villages. Entire coastlines were obliterated, swallowed by the relentless and unstoppable advance of the sea. The rhythmic ebb and flow of the tides, once a source of wonder and a vital part of marine ecosystems, became chaotic and violently unpredictable. The very ground beneath our feet seemed to shift and churn as the moon's gravity exerted its overwhelming dominance over our planet. The once familiar rhythm of the sea, a source of comfort and inspiration for countless generations, was replaced by a cacophony of crashing waves, howling winds, and the desperate cries of displaced communities. The night sky, once a canvas of twinkling stars and the soft glow of the moon, underwent a dramatic transformation. The moon, now a dominating presence in the celestial sphere, bathed the world in an ethereal, almost otherworldly light. Its craters and plains, once visible only through telescopes, were now etched across the night sky, a constant reminder of the celestial body that held our planet captive in its gravitational embrace. For some, the sight was mesmerizing, a breathtaking spectacle that sparked awe and wonder. The moon, once a distant object of romantic poems and scientific curiosity, was now an undeniable presence, its beauty both captivating and eerie. But the increased luminosity brought with it a host of challenges. Nocturnal animals, their rhythms, finely tuned to the cycle of darkness and dim moonlight, struggled to adapt, their hunting patterns disrupted, their prey disoriented. Many species faced a desperate fight for survival. The human world too had to adjust to this new reality. Sleep patterns were disrupted, crime rates soared under the relentless glare of the moon, and a pervasive sense of unease settled over humanity. As the moon drew closer, its gravitational pull began to exert unprecedented pressure on our planet's crust. The very bedrock of our world, once seemingly immutable, groaned and shifted under the strain. Earthquakes, once relatively rare occurrences, became increasingly frequent and intense. Fault lines, long dormant, awakened with terrifying force, ripping across continents and leaving scars of destruction in their wake. Volcanic activity, too, increased exponentially. Magma, churned by the gravitational tug-of-war between the Earth and the Moon, surged upward through weakened points in the Earth's crust. Volcanoes, once dormant giants, roared back to life, spewing molten rock, ash, and toxic gases into the atmosphere. The planet, once a symbol of stability and permanence, now revealed its vulnerability. The very ground beneath our feet, once a source of security, had become a source of terror. The Earth, once our nurturing mother, now seemed to shudder and groan under the weight of the celestial dance it was caught in. The increase in seismic and volcanic activity had a devastating impact on human civilization. Cities crumbled, infrastructure collapsed, and the very foundations of our modern world were shaken to their core. The skies darkened with ash clouds, casting an apocalyptic shadow over the landscape. Humanity, desperate and panicked, fled from the relentless onslaught of natural disasters. The Earth, once a cradle of life, now lay in turmoil, signaling the end of an era. The Moon's altered orbit not only affected the Earth's tides and tectonic plates, but also had a profound impact on the planet's rotation and axial tilt. The length of our days and nights, once governed by the steady spin of our planet, began to fluctuate wildly. Days stretched into weeks, while nights seemed to last an eternity, plunging the world into prolonged periods of darkness or blinding light. The seasons, once predictable cycles of warmth and cold, became erratic and extreme. Summers grew unbearably hot as the Earth tilted closer to the sun, while winters plunged the planet into a deep freeze. The delicate balance of these Earth's climate, finely tuned over millennia, was thrown into disarray. The impact on the natural world was catastrophic. Plants, their life cycles dependent on the predictable rhythm of the seasons, withered and died under the unpredictable conditions. Animals, their migration patterns and breeding cycles disrupted, faced starvation and extinction. The human world, too, struggled to adapt to this new reality. Agriculture, the foundation of our civilization, became nearly impossible. Food shortages became commonplace, leading to widespread famine and social unrest. Faced with an unprecedented existential threat, humanity was galvanized to confront its own mortality. The Moon, once a source of wonder and inspiration, now challenged us to rise above chaos and destruction. The future, once filled with promise and possibility, now called for our courage and ingenuity. Some found strength in reflection, preparing themselves for the challenges ahead. Others sought solace in faith, praying for a miracle, a divine intervention that would guide us through. But the human spirit, forged in the crucible of adversity, is capable of remarkable resilience and innovation. Scientists, engineers, and visionaries around the world pooled their knowledge and resources, working tirelessly to find solutions, to adapt to this new reality, to reclaim a future for humanity. Some proposed building massive seawalls to protect coastal cities from the devastating tides. Others envisioned underground cities, shielded from the volatile surface conditions. Still, others dreamed of leaving Earth altogether, seeking refuge on other planets or in vast space stations. The Moon's new position is a stark reminder of the delicate balance that governs our universe. It is a testament to the interconnectedness of all things, from the smallest atom to the largest celestial body. A subtle shift in one part of the cosmos can have ripple effects that are felt across unimaginable distances. Our own planet, Earth, is a testament to this delicate balance. The very fact that life exists on this planet is a marvel. The distance between the Earth and the Sun, the composition of our atmosphere, the tilt of our planet's axis, all of these factors have created the conditions necessary for life. Yet this balance is precarious. Even a slight change can have catastrophic consequences. And we, as a species, are capable of upsetting this balance through our actions. The climate crisis, driven by human activity, is a stark reminder of our capacity to alter the delicate balance of our planet. As we gaze upon the Moon in its new position, let us reflect on the wonder and peril of our universe and our role within it. The story of the Moon's approach is a parable for our times. It is a story about the power of nature, the fragility of our planet, and the consequences of our actions. It challenges us to reflect on our place in the cosmos, our responsibility to each other, and our legacy as a species. As we face the climate crisis, global pandemics, and social upheaval, we must remember the lessons of the Moon. We are caretakers of this planet, preserving its balance for future generations. The question is, what kind of world will we leave behind? Will it be a world ravaged by our actions, or one where we have learned from our mistakes? The choice is ours.